Well, we did
think it was.
We did the Snoggin Dream.
Yeah, yeah. That's true.
But that was the first big one.
Yeah.
And it's from the books too. So.
It was nice to do it in order because it felt like going through what they went through.
We were building up.
Yeah. Yeah, that moment. I mean, it obviously means a lot to the book fans, and people have really been sort of anticipating that moment. There's like several moments from the books that seem really iconic, and Jess and her team have done so well to put them into the show sort of seamlessly. But yeah, there's definitely like a different vibe on set those days, you know, when it's those intimacy scenes and you know how much it's going to mean to people, and we've wanted to really like honour those moments and make sure they were special.
Yeah. And it's like, I love watching that scene back. We were really thrilled with it because it's like, you both have like the drama at the beginning and then it gets so romantic. And then you have that moment that you're like, no, have they crossed wires again? Like, please, not in this moment. And then that final moment where they finally both admit how they feel. Yeah. And then it gets like really hot and then it gets like even more hot and then it gets funny. And it's just, I just love it. Yeah.
It's joyous, I think, because as you say, everybody is now armed with all that knowledge, you know, us as actors and you guys as the fans. So it's I think it's like, I don't know, the army has been gathered, you know, and I feel we're all kind of going into it together. That's the kind of joy I think about having, going into season 3.
I think as an actor, it's really lovely to have the information that can inform, you know, so I can be Lady Danbury going, but I also know the young Lady Danbury who was in a loveless marriage, not of her choosing, and didn't know how to escape it, and had to, in the end, manage life suddenly when the husband's dead and she's got no power and she's got these children, and what's she going to do? And then she finds this thing, which is use your brain. Use knowledge, use information. And so I think you kind of go, so when I'm talking to somebody who is in a vulnerable place, you know that Lady Danbury's been in a vulnerable place too. So that sort of thing's really helpful.
We had a bit more to do, which is always nice, a little bit more to develop our characters with that we've always known are there. But now we've got to get to show what we've been working on.
But it feels like all the little things that we've been sort of, weaving in, and sort of the character choices that we were developing over series 1 and 2, they let us roll with that and run with that. And of course, you've got the comedy, you've got this season a lot more competition between the two sisters, specifically for one very pointed goal, sure. But you get to see a sort of a softer side to them, a more vulnerable side to them, with some silliness added in. And so it was great. It was really fun to come to work and go, ooh, we get to do this. We get to do this today.
What was really cool was because we have never been in the Ton as characters, we were seeing everything for the first time when we were introduced as actors as well. So all the ballrooms, that was completely new for us. Being on those locations, that was new for us. So we got that element for free in terms of, well, I suppose the awe of it all, which is, it's been a really great experience to see all these things this year. Yeah.
There's a lot to absorb, a lot to take in and understand and kind of navigate, which is cool.
I feel like it's a great character to play coming in because it allowed, like, she's on a journey of learning, so was I, and there were times where she's really nervous and so was I. So yeah, it was like life replicating like what was happening in the script as well, but they were also lovely and welcoming, and I feel like quite quickly it became quite normal.
100%. It was.
I mean, still on the last day.
Absolutely.
Still on the last day, I was like, this is bizarre. This is Bridgerton. But yeah, it was like the biggest gift.
I mean, it's such a crazy world, and obviously you have the sort of the characters who have been in the show for the past 2 seasons, and so it's quite nice to sort of come into something that's loved by so many people around the world, and also playing a character from the book is really, really fun, and so people sort of have an expectation of what they're expecting and what's to come, so it's quite nice to sort of join such an incredible loved show.
Yeah, it's mad when you join in and you realize how loved it is, and how massive the fan base is and how passionate the fan base is as well.
It's quite something, and you come in with a sense of responsibility as well, in a fun way, a good responsibility, right? To actually deliver for the fans, which is important. So it brings another level of this means something, So it's wonderful.
Yeah, there was some pressure. I felt pressure, at least for myself, like on the first day, trying to sort of like be part of this world, and how am I supposed to do these lines, and how am I supposed to sort of react and whatever. But you sort of get used to it, and everyone's so nice, and there is no right or wrong way.